Well, today is April 1st, and I'm headed up to southern Iowa right now to get a ground blind set up. My turkey season opens on April 8th this year, and it closes on the 12th, so it's going to be a pretty quick season. I'm going to be hunting with my Osage Longbow, so I really want to make sure that I have everything set up right from the start. I've had pretty good luck hunting turkeys out here in the past, so I'm feeling optimistic, and I'm really looking forward to opening morning. Well, we got in pretty quiet this morning, and it sounded like there were a lot of birds roosted in the timber right here off the field edge. And shortly after, it sounded like they flew down. They gobbled for a few minutes, but it's about 7 o'clock now, and everything's gone pretty quiet for the most part. I'm still hearing a few gobbles here and there, but pretty quiet as a whole. Well, it's a little bit before noon right now, and we've had a lot of turkey activity today. A lot of gobblers coming and going, but I think the position of this blind being right out in the open up here isn't really working for us today. The gobblers seem to be avoiding the blind. They come in, and they're clearly interested in the calls, but then when they see the blind and the decoys, they're uninterested. So I think midday I just need to pack everything up quickly and quietly and just see if I can hustle this blind over to a tree line and maybe, tuck it into some cedars and camouflage it up a little bit, because these birds up here clearly know what's up with this blind being right out in the open. So we'll see what happens. it's a little bit after 1 in the afternoon right now. Finally got the blind moved. It took just a couple minutes longer than I wanted it to, but overall pretty smooth. The wind picked up a little bit now, so I'm just going to start sawing on the box call and see what happens. I feel pretty good about this spot. As soon as they see the decoys, they're already going to be pretty close, and I got the blind quite a bit more camouflaged this time around, so hoping that we can get one to commit.
After experiencing the partial solar eclipse and watching some hens scratch through the landscape, I began to hear the unmistakable sound of a gobbler spitting and drumming. I leaned forward and looked down the tree line to the west, and there was a puffed-up tom strutting straight towards me. Well, it's April 8th today, and it's the opening day of Iowa's turkey season. And I've been shooting the longbow a lot, getting ready for the season this year, and I've really been looking forward to today. And it got off to a good start. We had a lot of birds roosted in the trees just around this corner, and I started out with the blind out in the middle of the field, and I quickly realized that that wasn't going to work. We had a bunch of gobblers skirting around all morning, not wanting to commit to the decoy because that blind was so out in the open. So midday I decided to switch things up and just started calling again, and after a couple of hours, sure enough, we had a nice gobbler coming right up to the decoys and trying to duel it out with our little Jake over there. So we had to protect our little guy, and ended up with a beautiful tom. A short but sweet Iowa season. I wouldn't have it any other way.